In the 1740s, in the small town of Leeds Point, New Jersey, there lived a family of 12 children. The parents that raised these children were named Jane and Daniel Leeds. The members of their community thought they were rather odd, with many accusing Jane of being a witch. Eventually, Jane found that she had become pregnant with a 13th child. Dreading the burden that another child would bring, she prayed that this would not be a child, but a devil. And so, on February 9th of 1743, this devil was born. This is the story of
First of all, you have to remember that New Jersey is a very old, state, one of the first in the Union. So I would think an older state would actually generate more legends that are kind of unknown to people that first moved here.
Well, not only that, it also started very early in American history. The legend that we know that has come down to us as that of the Jersey Devil has its origins in the 1700s.
We're talking about the mid-1700s in the Pine Barrens. Most of these settlers were English, and they had grown up with English legends. And they're very similar legends told in England. Now, the whole thing about a legend, you have to understand, a legend is a story, and it's a folk belief. And so when you and I hear a legend, pretty much the way our minds are wired, we either believe it or we reject it.
And you have to remember that the Jersey Devil, unlike any other cryptid kind of creature in mythology or folklore, it's the only creature that actually looks like that. The only creature that has like a horse's head, wings, and cloven hoofs. No other legend I know of that looks like that.
It's really an amalgam of a number of different beasts, all sort of grafted together. So it's not like you're saying, it's a dragon or something that we're familiar with from popular mythology elsewhere in the world. This is a very indigenous character to New Jersey and has all of these traits that can't be found in any Bigfoot monster or chupacabra or anything else. I think that the only thing that's changed over time in this very, very old legend was that it wasn't until the 20th century that we really had very well documented sightings of the Jersey Devil when it went on its rampage in the early part of the 20th century.
It was in 1909 in Western New Jersey, places like Burlington County. It was in January of 1909. There was a heavy snowfall, and the local farmers in the area picked up on large, strange footprints, which were rapidly attributed to this creature. Right across the river, guess what? There's the city of Philadelphia. They would send a team. Each paper, there were maybe 6 competing newspapers, and each would send a team of a reporter and an illustrator. And the illustrators would come up with these kind of satiric, cartoon-like images, and it helped to sell newspapers. But the farmers in New Jersey, they're not stupid, they're not ignorant. They read the newspapers too. And they realized that the stories that they were telling of this fearsome, awesome, monstrous creature known to slit the throats of babies in their cribs, was being turned into a kind of a joke. Meanwhile, the newspaper accounts tended to drop the name Leeds Devil and replace it with the name Jersey Devil. So I attribute this particular period in time, in January of 1909, as a transition period where instead of being a localized folk legend, it began to enter the realm of popular culture.
It is now becoming a popular culture item. Now it's in the pop culture of New Jersey, as in like maybe 200 years ago, it was just something to be very feared. But we do know people that have been eyewitnesses to see something they cannot explain in the Pine Barrens. And it's not up to us to judge them. If they think they see something, then they probably did.
It's also become this sort of mascot of the state, where we have a hockey team. We see all of these these icons that we make that are celebrating the uniqueness of this character, because it is uniquely New Jersey and completely our own.
The Jersey Devil's transition from a creature to be feared into a pop culture icon was on full display at the Jersey Devil Fable Festival. The event was held on May 5th and May 6th in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and was organized by Kathy Kelly, the founder and owner of Paranormal Books and Curiosities. It is at this event that several people came together to share their curiosity about the Jersey Devil itself.
So I'm Kristen, this is my brother Will, and our podcast is called Guide to the Unknown. It's about paranormal stuff, urban legends, horror movies, basically anything that's kind of freaky.
We're friends with Kathy Kelly, who owns the Paranormal Books and Curiosities shop here in Asbury Park. And so we've been in contact for a while. We were here last year as well. It's a great event. People come out. It's a nice time to meet people. It's great exposure for the show. And it's just fun to meet a bunch of people who all believe in the same, fun paranormal stuff.
Well, my name is Dana Ehret, and I am a curator at the State Museum here in New Jersey, and I'm a paleontologist. So I've always had a love and interest in the folklore around the Jersey Devil and other cryptozoological animals. So I came here this year to talk a little bit about some of my interests.
Hi, my name is Michele. I am a children's author and illustrator. I am a huge JD fan, and of course here they're doing the Jersey Devil Fable Festival, and being a Jersey Devil author, I had to be involved.
The Jersey Devil has gone from a small town legend and transformed into a pop culture icon over the course of 200 years. From its pre-colonial origins to its status as a satirical symbol, and eventually its current status as a sports team mascot, the Jersey Devil has always resonated with the people of New Jersey. And while we now know how the legend has changed over time, we do not know how it may change in the future. Will future generations continue to tell the tale of the Jersey Devil, or will it merely be lost in the Pine Barrens?